who's in here is ready to get your store to the next level? All right, you came to the right place. Listen, you're here today to learn how to take your department and your employees to the next level. Is that right? Well, you couldn't have picked a better place. Helmi's accomplishments speak for himself. How many of you already know Helmi and how well he's already done? Well, he's going to unlock and unload on you guys today. So if you're ready to get yourself to the next level, come on up, Helmi. Give him a warm welcome.
Thank you. Good morning and welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina. I want to start my day by saying this is the kind of weather we have every day, all year long. We're very, very interested in giving you the best that we got. Now, what we're talking about today is not theory. It's not concept. It's not something that we read from a book and said, wow, this sounds great. This is going to be a lot of fun. Let's share it with everybody. This is prudent business practices that has been tried. It's car guys talking to car guys, and the results have been unquestionable. Now, I say this to you not to impress you, but to impress upon you the fact that all I'm talking about, I have done. And all I'm going to ask you to do, my team, myself, my entire world, I've been living in for the last 18, 20 years. Every dealership and every market we've been to, we have been able to take that particular dealership to the #1 spot in the country. We've done it with Mazda. We've done it with Daewoo before they went out of business and Suzuki bought them. And we also did it with Suzuki in 3 different spots around the nation. We also did it with independent used car operation. So that being said, welcome, congratulations, thank you very much. In any type of conference, in any type of training seminar, there is usually 3 types of attendees. You guys hopefully will agree along with me on this particular subject. I have a question for you. Is training ever convenient? Does anybody think training is convenient? Please raise your hand. Is it always important? All right. You guys have decided to take some of the convenience away and bring it here. Now, what could we do to make training happen a little bit more often? Can we make it a little bit more fun? Can we make it not an option? So fun and not an option, is that a good formula? Can we make sure that we are very prepared for that training? So if you guys would have showed up to this particular conference and all of a sudden all of you walked up and you said, all right, here, hold on a second, one second, Joe, one second, I'm glad you're here, hold on. I'm going to run to my copy machine and go ahead and run some copies and bring it to you for this book. You would be impressed with that, wouldn't you? I mean, come on, this would be the first time that ever happened, right? What I'm trying to tell you guys, let's go ahead and take training very, very, very seriously. That being said, there's 3 types of attendees in any training seminar or any training session. Number 1, there's the prisoners. These are the guys that, hopefully none of you are here, all right? These are the guys that their owner said, hey, here's your tickets, here's your date, I'll see you there. Thank you very much. And some of you, the owner said, well, we're not quite sure if they're going to be there or not, so what we're going to go ahead and do is show up with them as well to make sure that they're going to arrive. These are the guys that you can recognize. They're usually wearing a yellow suit, orange suit sometimes has stripes, sometimes doesn't. And then as they walk through the training hall, there's shackles going, you know, chains. You guys recognize us. Hopefully we didn't hear any of that here, so none of you guys are prisoners. Here's part number 2, vacationers. Now, I'm not looking at you for a certain reason, okay? So, vacation. These are the guys that says, man, 3 days away from work? Yes! I'm in. They show up. They usually have the Tommy Bahama shirt on, right? They're ready to rock, man. They're happy. They're pumped up. They're looking at their watch. 5 o'clock. Okay, they already got their night planned. You know, the limo's done. The extracurricular activities done. They're ready to troll. I mean, they are ready. Okay, now the very next day, those guys are very apparent who they are. They usually don't, you can't kind of like pick them on the first day, but the second day you can. How do they look the next morning, guys? In pain, right? In pain, and about half an hour late. Those are the guys, the vacationers. And of course, there's the listeners. The listeners are my favorite part. These guys said, man, I left my family, I left my dealership, I left my business. I've committed myself to sit in a conference room for the entire day. I'm here to learn. And some of those guys have paid an incredible price to be here. Because again, we all said it's not convenient, right? So, who's a vacationer here? Who's a prisoner? How about listeners? Who are they? Good stuff. What's the state of the union, guys? Who thinks that right now there's a lot of dealers? I know none of you are here. Who thinks there's a lot of dealers right now singing the doom and gloom? Raise your hand. I'm not saying it's you, but I'm saying you're hearing it quite a bit. Who thinks that the economy is so bad that recession is right around the corner? As a matter of fact, some people are saying recession is right here. Who thinks that? I personally don't, but thank you very much. Do you guys know how I know that there's no recession? All you have to do is go to the mall and try to park up front. Just attempt doing that. There's no way. You have to park about a mile away just to get to it. Well, that's just in Charlotte. Well, been in about 5, 6 different cities in the last 30 days, and it's the same way every time. Who thinks that the situation that is going on in the mortgage business is just coming to the car business, and it's going to destroy all the subprime business? We are not going to have any more subprime. As a matter of fact, it's going to destroy the retail business, because we're not going to have any more retail business. The only business that you have is wholesale. Guys, we've had that correction about 10 years ago. Some of you have already been speaking about it. The special finance companies are strong. They know what they're doing. And more importantly, I believe the subprime business is going to actually get stronger, and there's going to be a bigger need for it. Mr. Greenspan himself said, I did not realize the value of subprime business. Now, Greenspan, I've always respected the man. But he said that statement, and he just went, a notch down. How can you not even realize it? These are what you talk about nose in the cloud skies, where they don't seeing what's going on. 67 to 75% of the public right now are called creditly challenged. Now, what does creditly challenged mean? Can somebody define that for me? Huh? What does creditly challenged mean? In your opinion, humble but extremely accurate. Go ahead.
Not keeping your FICO score below, or actually keeping your FICO score below 600.
That's creditly challenged. You know what? That's pretty close. You kind of called it on a certain beacon score, but creditly challenged means that you cannot walk into a bank and get a conventional loan. That's what creditly challenged means. And these days, the banks are asking, if you're self-employed, can you get a loan? These days, unless you're one of those very smart people that decide to post a lot of income on your on your financial statement. Creditly challenged means you cannot go to a real bank, Bank of America, Wachovia, any of those, and try to get a loan. Now, where are those guys going to go? I know they're going to go right around the corner to the horse farm and get a bunch of horses to ride on it, right? Because they're not going to be able to buy a car. They're buying cars, guys. They're buying cars, so we got to be on it, right? Okay, let's talk about that a little bit more. Page number 12, please. Understanding special finance. In today's market, percentage of over leads are special finance anywhere from 75 to 80%. I mentioned 67 to 75% a minute ago. As we speak, that percentage is increasing, right? So by the end of the seminar, we'll be at 140% for special finance. What percentage of time and resources and efforts does your dealership devote to special finance business? That's an answer that you put. By the way, the name of the seminar is more than just special finance, auto success unloaded. So if we are referring to special finance quite a bit, it's for a good reason. Okay, what percentage of time and resources and effort does your dealership devote to special finance? Put it in there. What percentage of your dealership business comes from special finance? And I say, Helmi, are you talking buy here, pay here? No. No. Talking about special finance. How much more money would you like to personally earn next year? Put a number there. If we can help you learn in the next 3 to 5 days, sell more vehicles at higher profit in less time without accumulating an incredible amount of expense, who would be in? Okay, for all the guys that didn't raise their hand, you guys are not allowed to learn. Let's try to ask that question one more time. Selling more vehicles at higher profit in less time without increasing expenses. I know the increased expenses, Matt. I got you on that. I mean, if I can show you not to increase expenses, would you be in? Raise your hand if you are. All right. In case you guys don't know, there is no escape today. If you think that you're not going to answer one of my questions and not look me in the eye when I ask it, you are dead wrong. So be careful, all right? I'm on, because the question will get harder as we go. Moving right along. The rules have changed. Loyalty is temporary. Who agrees on that? 6 months ago, you'd be sitting with one of your guys and you would go back to your wife or your girlfriend and tell her, man, that guy is solid rock. Rock solid, whatever you want to call it. You would look him in the eye and say, man, I want my son to look like you, act like you. That's who I want. Who I want you to be. 6 months later, he's looking for another job. Is loyalty temporary or is it not? The business have changed. Times have changed. Attention span is in an old-time law. We have a bunch of ADD kids are running all over creation. That being said, some of them are not even diagnosed as ADD, and they are. Some of you are sitting right here, and we can't believe that you've sat here for the last 15 minutes and you haven't started moving yet. So, that being said, what do you have to do? And if you think your employees have that attention span and they're paying you, what do you think your customers are doing? The rules have changed, guys. Number 2, more is not the answer. More is not the answer. More money is not the answer. More things to do around the dealership is not the answer. Adding more stuff creates more problems. We must learn to maximize our resources and get rid of what's not working. How do you do that? We're going to talk about that. Plan for the future. Live in the present. As leaders, we must provide our team a vision for the future without taking our eyes off today's mission. Wow, is that getting harder and harder as we go? You as a leader, you as a person that is in your dealership, do you feel that you're getting pulled, yanked, bit, hammered every single minute? Who's general manager and dealer right now, or dealer principal in the dealership? Please raise your hand. General manager, dealer principal, raise your hand. How is your day like? Do you have a lot of time on your hand? Does it feel like your guys really know what they're doing and they never come and bother you about 15 minutes, every 15 minutes? How about the time that you need to spend at home? Or do you feel like you are doing that? What about the time that you need to spend at your dealership? Do you feel that you're spending enough time in your dealership and your businesses? There is not enough time, is there? There is not enough time. We're going to talk about that.